Your boy D got me nice today. Woo! Welcome back to Bestmanmade. I'm your virtual OG, Mac. Let me tell you something. This is what came to my mind not too long ago. You ever heard that saying, be yourself because everybody else is taken? That is such a fact unless yourself is that guy. You know what I'm talking about. The guy that you see coming a mile away and you just sit back and you're just like, who is that guy? And all the people are saying, man, they're shaking their head, here he comes. Who you talking about? Who's coming? That guy. By all means, in all purposes, in all walks of life, please, Lord have mercy, don't be that guy. When I think about that guy, there's really 5 different guys that you do not want to be. The first guy I'm gonna tell you about is the creep. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the creep is a guy that every time he sees a woman, he always says, ooh, hey, sexy. And it's normally followed up with something like, ooh, hey, sexy. And they never looking at him in the eye, it's always like, hey, baby, hey, sweetie. It's always one of those kind of things. I'm gonna tell you, look, fellas, it might be funny to you, but to her, she like, this dude creepy as hell. When you come up this tour, you see a beautiful woman, anytime you sitting there and just staring at the body, like you checking out some type of, like, you know, cattle or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you looking at a steak. You know, that's a problem. If you sitting there just, you know, you get yourself all heated up. That comes off creepy. You know, a lot of guys might mock it as something funny, you know, with they boys or whatever. But if you bring that stuff out in the public, bruh, you being that guy. The creepy dude is also one of those kind of guys, he's real, you know, he's always touchy-feely. You know, he always wants to come up, you know, give you these kisses and things when he sees you, right? He's touchy-feely, want to grab on you, hold on you, always. And he gets real close. You know, he's always, he sees the woman up there and he's just, you know, right, just real close to him. You know, like, it's strange. It's weird. The second guy that comes to mind that you do not want to be is the hothead. The cat that is always mad. I don't care what it could be. This guy could be in a daggone Uber or something, right? Riding Uber all of a sudden. Hey, what you doing? Why you going so fast? You all over, you all over the place. Man. Dude is mad over everything, right? And normally the hothead is just always, he's so physical with it. To the point that you start really wondering. See, you know what I always say, you gotta watch out for the silent guys? Because the silent cats will come in there and they just lay you out. They a little bit different. The hothead is always just real, you know, moving right, physical, just angry, you know what I'm saying? Over nothing. Just can't control himself, that's it. The hothead is out of control. See, when you're around this kind of guy, look, I'm gonna tell you, the reason why ladies don't want to be around that kind of guy. You know, the hothead, you might think, oh, he's being protective or whatever. Nah, you can't, the fact that he's out of control, you don't know what's gonna break off. This is the kind of guy, and I hate to say it like this, but this is the kind of guy, if you get a sticky situation, you know what I'm saying, and the cops roll up on you or something, you know, it might not turn out in your favor. Okay, this is the kind of guy that when you go out, you got to start thinking who's around you because something might break off. Next thing you know, you the one getting in jail and you got to deal with that, and it's not a pretty sight. The third guy. I actually thought about being this being the main one, but I'm gonna leave him around in the middle. Third is a good place for this guy. This is a good amount of guys. I'll be honest with you, and you gonna know as soon as I say it. The third guy is heavily insecure. Insecurity is a thing for a lot of guys. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's really because it's a maturity thing, right? It's the kind of guy that never really matured when it came to relationships or conversations. They don't really quite know how to move. So what they do is they think the worst of everything. They always make things come out to be the worst, all right? No, and normally you can always tell a real immature, insecure guy because everything they say, or they always point some out as being like a punk or being gay. Oh, that's gay. I done heard cats, man, talking about, you know, I mean, back in the day, it was like things like, I ain't wear pink, gay. you know. It was strange. And then, you know, a whole color. But anyway, it became like this mindset, this whole focus that if you don't do something a certain kind of way, then you're a punk for it, right? These guys are more insecure than you know. They think it's being, you know, it's being macho, but that macho joint is just a cover up. The reason why that the insecurity comes off the way it does is because that guy needs constant validation. Constantly, right? How good he look, what he can do right, you know, how much weight he can lift. You ever see cats do this? The funniest thing, you ever go to the gym, right? And you see cats walk around like this? Oh, what's up, man? Yeah. You ever seen that? You know good well they not really like that, but they do this. I have no idea why they think nobody notices, bruh, that ain't you, okay? You just wanna make yourself look like you're swole. So now you got fake swole. That's a weird place to be, man. Fellas, don't be that guy, good Lord. Oh, now we getting at it. Number 4, this guy. When I think about out of most people, this is the guy you definitely don't wanna be. What is that guy? That guy is jealous. Woo! This is really close to like number 3 and number 4, kind of close to the same, right? The number 4 guy, the reason why the jealous guy, you can spot him out, is because the jealous guy is heavily possessive, right? He thinks that, you know, he always makes it seem like this is my woman. And you know, they got all this control. And the reason why they real big on that is because these guys, man, they don't have the control to begin with. But they like to think that they got control over things. It's a strange mindset. The funny thing about jealous guys is that they're heavily greedy. Oddly enough, to want to have so much control, they're heavily greedy, right? They never know what they got. They never be able to see what's right in front of their face, what they already have. Because they too busy trying to be like, oh man, you know, whatever, she probably out fucking around anyway, so I'm gonna go on out here and get another chick, whatever. So they get another chick and be like, okay, yeah, I got all this. You know, what you got? Because they jealous of their own woman. They jealous of their own friends, their own people, the things that they love, the things that they got, the things that's going for them. They jealous against that. Another thing about the jealous guys that you can always see them because they hate. They constant haters. Everybody to each his own, right? Everybody's got their own place and their own plot in life. We gotta understand this, fellas. We can't be all the same. Okay, everybody, and you shouldn't be all the same, right? If everybody had the same talents, the same abilities, the same everything, it'd be a very bland, whack world, right? And there's nothing about you that would shine. So if you're jealous about what somebody else got and you're hating on that, call yourself out. Make sure you got somebody to keep you in check. If you ain't got your virtual OG, if you ain't got your OG pointing you up like, dude, really, brother, you need to go ahead and just take a look at what you're doing. Take a look at yourself. You got more going for you. See the worth. See the value in you. Quit being so damn jealous. The 5th thing. The 5th guy that you do not want to be. I made this for the best for the last, and the reason why I kept this in the end is because I really believe a good amount, if not, I think most guys suffer from this, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's so rampant. Number 5. The guy you do not want to be is the follower. The follower is the guy that has to run in groups, right? Oh, those are my homeboys. We the da-da-da-da, you know, we got this, whatever. Now look, if you got a team of guys, like I told y'all all the time, I got my homeboys, the grade 8. Those are my guys, right? Grew up with them, good guys, whatever. But these other guys that got to roll in these big groups, and they find their worth and their value specifically off of being in that group, you're a follower. It's a delicate place to be, and I understand this. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of brotherhoods, there's a lot of fraternities, there's a lot of clubs and organizations that are good to be a part of. But you are part of it, right? The following, when it comes into the mindset I'm talking about, is when you think it is what gives you value. That's a problem, okay? Let me be very clear on that. Also, the thing about a follower is that a follower only goes by what they think other people find to be cool. Remember I told y'all this, I might have said this in a video already. I said, here's the thing I learned too late was if you think something's fly, then it's fly. Give your own thoughts some value, okay? Don't have to have somebody else give you that value for what things mean and what things are defined as. I recently saw a YouTube video of The Breakfast Club interviewing young Lloyd. Love young Lloyd. Good artist, great guy. Young Lloyd brought up a quote by Casanova. Just came up in his mind, just popped in his mind, right? He said, listen, I'm gonna mess this up because, you know, whatever. He said all the years, all the time as an adolescent, as a young man, he spent wasted trying to fit in. Wasted years trying to fit in with the group, when instead, he should have been spending all that time trying to stand out. Woo! I love that. Quit trying to fit in with the group. Stand out. Be your best man made. This is not best men made. It's best man made. Like I've told y'all before, it ain't for everybody. It's only for a select group of people. Because the rest of these people can go out there and they're gonna be that guy. And we all know about that guy. That guy thinks like a little boy. And as we all know, right here, right now, on Bestmanmade, boys are born, but men are made. We'll see y'all next time. Ha.